It's harvest time, and on a farm, that means there's work to be done from sunrise to sunset, and sometimes even after. It's the only life many of these farmers have ever known.
I've been working this land since 1965.
I've lived here my whole life.
Life in Northeast Iowa hasn't changed much over the years. But when change did come, it came in a big way.
Construction began in June of 2007, and we completed construction in February of 2008.
It's kind of cool just to see like how they're built and stuff.
We'd walk over to it, we'd sometimes look at it and just kind of be like, wow, because it's really big.
MG&E installed 18 wind turbines in one section of the Top of Iowa wind farm.
It's like a wind tunnel. That's why they put all the windmills up here.
This is the largest owned and operated wind farm that MG&E has currently in our portfolio.
I think they're kind of beautiful. I kind of like to say that, well, they built windmills out by our farm. Take people up here and show it off to them.
But not everyone was so quick to embrace the new neighbors.
First, my husband wasn't real excited about it because he liked, you know, the beauty of the land the way it is.
You hear a little swish, swish, swish noise when they're in operation.
You have a nice square field, and then all of a sudden you have something to go around.
It's a good idea to have renewable resources, but it was kind of hard to think of taking prime farmland, though, too, to put up, you know, windmills.
Worth County Board Supervisor Jeff Krieger heard it all from constituents, but he says people were pretty quick to come around after they learned the economic benefits.
The bottom line is that wind turbines and each wind farm brings in additional tax dollars, which really at the end of the day will allow us to reduce taxes.
The farmers who allow turbines on their land see an even more direct benefit.
The landowner that hosts wind turbines, they receive annual payments based on how many wind turbines they host.
Well, you're always looking for ways to make more money off your land.
Oh, it's a good thing because expenses on the farm are going up sky high, just like for people in the cities. So it's nice to have a little knowledge that at the end of the year you're going to get a nice check.
Come on.
It's good payments for what little land they take.
And farmers can count on the payments with inflation for the length of the contract, 25 years.
It'll increase the value of the farm due to the income that the turbines will bring. Say 10 years from now, Mom says, oh, I want to sell this farm, but she wanted to keep the income from the turbines. She could do that.
It's kind of a revitalization of some of these areas.
For tiny Worth County, with a population of less than 10,000, the turbines are a windfall.
And in year 7, they're about worth $23,000 to $25,000 a piece in tax dollars.
And with more than 220 turbines in the county, you can see why Krieger is enthusiastic.
It's very significant. What these will allow is potentially increased services and still not asking for increased dollars. So it's a very, very good thing.
Economics aside, many are proud of the industry they're supporting.
It's a good thing for the environment. I mean, it's free energy. What else we can get for free these days? There's not much.
For such a small county, I think we're getting some attention for being progressive. And there's actually other counties asking us how can we get in on that. So we're happy to be leading the charge here in northern Iowa.
It's fun to see change.
But even necessary, positive change has a price.
They're fine, but it'll be that way now. It isn't that clear open sky like it once was. There's red lights at night, and it's not a problem, it's just different than what it used to be.
People always say they're in favor of doing something until it's in their own backyard. Well, you know, now it's in our own backyard, but somebody's got to do something. And so there kind of has to be that compromise. I think about the future, about what it holds for our kids.
We're running out of things to use for energy, and we've got to have an alternative, or else we're going to be in some serious trouble.
Even if there is some like oil and stuff up in Alaska, if we drill and use that, then it'll be all gone, and then we'll be back to the foreign countries, and then once they run out, then we're going to be stuck.
Obviously, we're not going to run out of wind, so it's good that we're using it.
They just kind of take my breath away because they're just so magnificent. are doing good things for the world, you know, keeping it clean and you know, there's no pollution out of these things. I think it is kind of interesting to watch them, and they kind of like they're in unison, or big giants out there just turning all together.
Like the farmers who share the fields, the giants have an unflagging work ethic.
I've kind of been amazed. There's very few times that I don't see these turbines turning. It's fairly calm today, but they're just churning away, just doing their job.
Even after the day's harvest ends, the turbines are still on the job, harvesting the wind.